I had signed on to do RRR. When the announcement of RRR came, it was just the image of Rajamouli sir, Tarak and Ramcharan together. I think that was like there was an anticipation in general for everybody. Little did I know that I would be walking onto that set one day. And of course, like you rightfully mentioned, I'd heard so much, about the way Tarak is, his stardom. So I was naturally expecting to be severely intimidated. I was like, okay, I'm going to walk on set and I'm going to forget all my lines that I've been rehearsing for 1 year.
Yeah.
And my first day on shoot was that big scene where we meet for the first time and, where our characters don't know who each other are. And it was, so it was quite like the big scene to start with. But
it was pretty intense.
It was pretty intense. But contrary to what I had imagined, he was not intimidating at all. In fact, he was really helpful, very quiet. So I was quiet. In fact, I was so shocked of how quiet that set was. And can you, Karan, the shot started, cut. It was pin drop silence. And I was like, why isn't anybody screaming and shouting? Like, what's going on? No, but it was wonderful. And ever since that, like, we shot that scene for over a couple of days. And then through the days, we became more and more friendly, chatting off camera, talking about the process. I was, of course, very nervous, but Tarak made me very comfortable. And whenever I was even a little bit fumbling or not sure, he would just naturally correct me. And of course, when Ayan saying he's Speedy Gonzalez means like the energy is buzzing. But what I love about him as an actor is that he is so unpredictable. Like, even though I couldn't understand the language, when I see it in his eyes, what he's saying it's all happening from here. And like, Rajamouli sir would give him a beat and give him some, direction or something like that. He would like, yeah. Then you can see it's bursting out of him to give what the director has asked for.
Yeah.
So I would always, like in my close-ups, like in his close-ups and my OTS, I was only observing what he was doing and what was going to come after that, because it's such a big learning experience for me as well. And then really we got very friendly and we've had like
some great chats.
Yeah.
And for somebody to just take the audience away from their preliminary source and take them into this beautiful world of acting.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I've always said that you can never train somebody to act. It just comes, and I think she's one of those phenomenal actors we have. And the moment I saw her at the sets of RRR, so for me it was not Alia Bhatt from the North film industry, but for me it was one of my favorite actors I'm looking at, and I think we just started off from there, and I think we share a wonderful bond today. I can't imagine any other friend in Bombay other than Alia. Wow. And of course after Alia came Ranbir.
Yeah.
So it was not Ranbir and me weren't friends, it was me and Alia first, and then Ranbir followed.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
Wow, that's amazing. And Alia, I know that you must have heard so much about the mega movie stardom of Junior NTR.
Yeah.
Before you went on that set. And I remember that when you went on, we were like when she was going to shoot for RRR, it was like she's going like we have to give her a send off. She's going into this amazing magical world of SS Rajamouli. Yeah. And I was like, so what was your takeaway when you finally faced the camera? Because before I say, I've heard all about him and how he operates on set. So Ayan Mukherjee is directing, who has the privilege of directing him in War 2, has said he's like Speedy Gonzalez. He comes and makes it all happen.
Absolutely.
He's saying he just does it and it's all done and he's brilliant and it's done. It's over. And Ayan is a ponderer. He's a thinker. He's he just sits and everything. He's a lot of thought. So for him, you're the opposite of his energy.